Hi guys, this is Raju Rahman from Techtonic. Divoom has once again sent me over something really cool. In the past they've released so many fun retro pixel art related devices, but this time we have something slightly different. It's the Divoom Planet 9. It's a customizable smart mood lamp with more features than you'd expect. To find out more, keep watching. Firstly, you've got to give it to Divoom for the great packaging. It looks very bright and colourful. You know just by looking at it there's something really fun inside. As mentioned earlier, this is a smart mood lamp. I've got the blue one here, but it does also come in pink and red. So let's get this thing open by getting rid of the plastic seal. Removing the cover from the box reveals the device itself. I must admit it looks very retro, much like many of the other Divoom products. It's very lightweight at only 372 grams. The constructions of the device looks and feels very premium. It's not a very big device. Its dimensions of 131mm by 128mm by 81mm makes it fairly portable. Anyways, let's put it aside and see what else comes in the box before I go through the rest of the hardware. You've got a braided USB-A to USB-C charging cable. It's great to see companies adopting USB-C on all their products. And finally, you have the instruction manual. Anyways, back to Planet 9. On the top here you have a rotating knob with multiple functions. Holding it down powers the device on. Pressing it once switches between still and animated lighting, and rotating it changes the light effects. There's Divoom branding on the right in silver. That's where you'll also find a microphone. Around the back on the top there's a hanger hole. Below that, the brightness / mic control and an indicator light. At the bottom you have the USB-C charging port. It will take about 4.5 to 5.5 hours to fully charge that built-in 2500 mAh battery, and according to Divoom this should give you a runtime of 24 hours. Finally, below the feet there's rubber grip so that it doesn't slide off the surface you put it on. Around the front you have the display, which contains 28 RGB LEDs with a brightness of 15 lumens. Anyways, let's power this on and get it connected to my phone. You need to download the Divoom app to connect to the device. It's very straightforward and uses the same method as all the other Divoom devices I've reviewed before. On the Divoom app, go to the settings, then device. It should connect automatically. Once it has, you're ready to try out all of the great features. And if there's a prompt to update the software, do that first. Under channel you can select preset colours. You can also use the colour wheel to select the colour you want. It's a fairly straightforward way to get it up and running using just a single colour. As well as being able to adjust the brightness from the back of the device, you can also adjust it from here. If you want more than one colour, or if you want some animated lighting, there's also an option to browse through a huge number of colour combinations. Just choose one depending on your mood, and just a single tap is sufficient to push it to Planet 9. Under Discover mode you can design your own lighting, so you can choose different colours for each of the 28 LEDs, and if you wanted to go even further beyond that you can add multiple frames of different colours and create your own animated light. There's a fun mixture feature. For instance, you can choose a piano, and when you press a particular key the Planet 9 will also respond by lighting up to a particular colour. It can act as a morning light, so if you set a timed alarm alongside an oddly quiet alarm beep, it will light up gradually and give you that sunrise effect. Of course, you can use Planet 9 as a nightlight. This is a great device to put in your kids' room, or even use it yourself to navigate around your room at night without disturbing your partner. If you don't want it to stay on all night, using sleep mode you can have it power off or go into standby after a set amount of time. The timer switch function allows you to schedule when you want to power the device on and off. That's great if you don't want it to run all day, and as a bonus it will mean your battery will last longer. You can also have Planet 9 light up when you get notifications on your phone, which is pretty cool. In order to do so, you'll first need to give the Divoom app access to your notifications. Under this menu you can turn off specific notifications, and you can also set specific colours. This feature is pretty useful, especially for those who have their phones on silent and need a visual indicator. And finally, under the channel category, a noise meter. With this particular device it acts as a music or ambient sound visualizer. As mentioned earlier, this device has a built-in microphone which listens to the ambient noise in the room. The musical visualizer can also be started by holding down this button. The green status light indicates that the microphone is on. You can see the light changes in response to the music. for most of the Divoom products, it's usually impossible to go through all the features in one video, but with Planet 9, somehow I've managed to do so. But that doesn't mean the product is bad or featureless. Although it can act as a nightlight and a music visualizer, its primary or main function is mood lighting, so it makes sense that it doesn't have extensive features like the Divoom D2 for instance. Planet 9 is designed to do one thing, and that's to create an atmosphere within a room, and it does that exceptionally well. If there's anything I could complain about, it's the brightness. I wish it could do a little more than 15 lumens, but in all honesty that's still bright enough to set the mood in a dark room. As for how I use it, much like many of the other Divoom products, I like using this device in the background when I'm shooting video. If you're interested, I've placed a link to the Divoom Planet 9 in the description below. This has been Raju Rahman from Techtonic. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you, please subscribe and like, that would really help me out. And don't forget to check out these other videos too.